As you can tell, I'm very much at work because the day is so busy today. I don't even know if I have time to record and edit later tonight, so I'm probably just gonna have to do it at lunch, which is fine because that's the point of the challenge, dude. The point is to find time. So this is me finding time during my lunch break. And I actually wanted to talk about something that's been really important to me and something that I've always struggled with, which is finding my stride on social media. When I say finding my stride, I mean knowing how to promote myself, knowing how to become more accurate with like my music promotion and everything like that, and accurately showing me and my personality. And that's something I've struggled with for a long time. I had this fight between two things because I tend to be a digital minimalist. I tend to like tech, but I also don't really spend all my time on tech. I'm not big on being on my phone all the time. I'm not big on social media. Didn't really use Instagram, didn't really use Snapchat or anything like that. I was kind of a socials recluse. But that kind of changed a little bit when I became a musician because I had to pivot and learn how to use socials for music, but I still didn't really use them for myself. And I don't think I truly understood how social media's presence was supposed to work for me. You see, I never really showed my personality on there. I thought social was superficial and a way to just kind of lose time. And it may have been an arrogant sense. It may have been just not being interested in it. I didn't blame or judge others for being on it. It just wasn't necessarily for me at the time. But learning how to do that with music has been something that has been intensely different. And I say that because if you're struggling to find your stride on socials, it's okay, because being able to accurately represent your personality while also not feeling like you're giving into trends or being a certain way is a hard balance. And the first time I started promoting myself with my music, I got kind of lucky. I was sending out like emails all the time to these YouTube channels like Ikigai or Suicide Sheep or anything like that. And I was just kind of like, hey, this is my songs, these are my songs, these are my songs. And finally one stuck. And When the Night Falls got on Ikigai, which inadvertently blew up. Blew up being like 500,000 streams, I think, somewhere in there. One of my songs was 500, one of them was like 400 almost. And that was like the first like taste of success I had, and it did not come from social media. It came from me like grinding out emails and just reaching out to people, getting connections, networking, and getting to a point where someone used my song for their YouTube, and it got me a lot of exposure. But I didn't have a successful social media campaign the first couple of years because I was really using like Twitter and stuff, and I would post like a song here or there and kind of chat and shit post or whatever. But it wasn't truly like trying to promote my music in an accurate way compared to how I am as a person. It was just kind of like what I saw other people doing, and kind of figuring out how to do it from there. Man, my collar is bothering me, dude. Goodness. There we go. Well, yeah, that'll work for now. So that's kind of what I had to do. But now, this time around, I'm taking social media more seriously, but I'm also taking it less seriously, if it makes any sense. Like before, if like I didn't get the engagement and stuff, I was just like, oh, whatever, social media sucks, like I always said. But I wasn't giving it a true shot. I'm not saying that I'm huge on social media now, but I've definitely found my stride consistently to get people to engage, to find my music, to be interested in it, because I'm showing more of my personality online, and I've been consistent. And part of this 365-day challenge is that it helped me learn in just these 3 months how to be authentically myself on TikTok, on Threads, and also on YouTube, and have people follow the journey. So finding your stride on socials is gonna take time, and people don't do it instantly. It takes a while, and like learning anything, you have to learn how to authentically show up for yourself online in a way that people like. And then, them liking the music, them liking your personality, it all follows. So I've been seeing a little bit of that stride recently online and on TikTok and things like that, and seeing people who actually truly relate with it. And I realized that I've shown up way more authentically for myself now than back in college. So it's being more successful, and I'm excited to do it. And you can find your stride too if you find that thing that shows what you're authentically like. For me, I'm a little nerdy. I got some ADHD, some other stuff, but it's a part of me. I tend to do things like fidget, and I'm a little all over the place sometimes, but I'm also very organized and very into my music, and I think people can see kind of both sides of that, and it's just kind of how I am, and tend to be a little bit of a comedian, but very dry. And it's kind of figuring out, being self-aware about what your personality is like, and then expressing that online. So that's kind of what it's about, finding your stride on socials as a creative who wants people to look at their things, but also look at their personality, because the art can speak for itself, but part of socials is the person behind the art. And I think people want to see both. But until then, I'll see you tomorrow.